Changes. Turn and face the strange. So went the lyrics to a David Bowie song years ago. Today on Morning Love, we're going to talk about changes. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Love, your daily dose of love, hope, and encouragement from here at Buckwheat Farms Magic Emporium and Ballroom. It's Friday, and we're finally breaking free of the rain and looking forward to doing some work today, tomorrow through Sunday. We're going to have a few days here in a row of good weather, and we'll be putting out the content. Our voluntary living and Friday farm report will be combined later on today because of the weather considerations. We haven't gotten a lot done around the farm, and so I figured I would combine the two. It brings about a change. Change is one of those things we fear, right? And that's what I want to talk about today's Morning Love. Heraclitus was a Greek philosopher. He is credited with penning, "There is nothing permanent except change." Wow, that's pretty simple but pretty profound. Because that is the only thing that we can guarantee, is that things will change. Things are either they're in a state of entropy, which is the diminishing of their ability, or they're being strengthened purposely. There's energy being added to them. So there's always a transference of energy. Energy is always in motion from one place to another. So there's constant change going on. But incredibly enough, it's one of the things that we fear the most, the fear of change. Things are somehow going to be different, or we can't handle the change, or it's not going to be like I'm used to. And we all use all these excuses, all this mental gymnastics, in order to dig our heels in and resist something that is absolutely positively inevitable. On the other end, we seek to change the wrong things. The poet Rumi, he penned, "Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I am changing myself." And that's the issue. Change is inevitable, but we're constantly looking at the outside changes. And focusing on the outside puts us into a place of duality of, is it good or is it bad? Is it this or is it that? And we're judging the change, and we're missing the lesson in the change. Because every change, the inevitability of change, we're either, and I just a quote that I posted yesterday from the Native Americans, we're either moving towards the light or moving towards the darkness. And the outside change causes us to judge these things, so we can't see things clearly. We can't see ourselves clearly. The change, when we want to manifest things, we create the change within ourselves. Self-change is what creates manifestation. Quantum physics and the Human Genome Project back this up. You've heard me talk about the double slit theory, the double slit experiment. There's even further, gosh, I can't go into it in a brief video, but things like the entanglement theory. Just Google entanglement theory and read on that and understand how we are interconnected. But also how my thoughts, my intent can change physically our environment. Also, the Human Genome Project. They went in thinking that, expecting to find that there were just certain genes that were flipped on or flipped off within us, and it caused, us to have a genetic predisposition for disease. And there was absolutely nothing we could do. My dad was fat, my mother was fat, I have a fat gene, I'm fat, etc., etc. But the Human Genome Project found that they're not just automatically on-off switches, that we can, through diet and through activity and through meditation, through our intent, we can flip those switches on and off. That we can initiate the change. How do we initiate that change? Again, I'll quote Rumi. To change, you must face the dragon of your appetite with another dragon, the life energy of the soul. See, we can't seek that outside change, those things that make us comfortable, those things that are meeting our physical needs, those things that are driven by appetite, our desire to be accepted, our desire to be popular, our desire to be in, our desire to be part of the group. All of those desires, those outside desires that have no meaning to us, are the things that we hold up as our dragons. We have to face those dragons with the life energy of the soul. That thing that drives your passion. Because believe me, as you step out on this path, the first dragons you face will be the dragons of your appetite, the dragons of your need to be accepted, the dragons of your need to fit in, the dragons of your wanting to be liked. All those dopamine injecting thumbs up you get on Facebook. You have to face that dragon with the dragon of your true self, of your soul. I'm going to leave you with the final Rumi quote, and this one is something I want to bless you with today. Your way begins on the other side. Become the sky. Take an axe to the prison wall. Escape. Walk out like someone suddenly born into color. Do it now. Namaste.